So this is just a normal Microsoft mouse for like a Surface or Surface Pro. So at the time I didn't know if I could, shortcut it, and so it was already broken. It was pretty badly snapped, and so I just ended up cutting it. Obviously you don't want to do that if you're trying to fix it. I was basically just scrapping it. So I sliced it and then I carefully cut into the rubber around it and took out what I call dragon's breath, because that's basically what it is. It is like the dragon's breath armor. It's really cool. There's a copper wire connecting them together, obviously. Two little copper wire, and then I believe I do that next. So what I did was I went through the button after this. I sliced that part off and I went through the button, like the clicker. That was basically the easiest way I could go from, and I basically just pried it off, as here. And yeah, and so you see I just pried it apart. So it's just a bunch of that, honestly. It's just cleaning off a bunch of parts of that I ended up just taking apart. There's like a little latch on there you can do. I had to readjust the camera because it had fallen down, but there is a small little, is that the circuit board? No, that was the cable that I was getting off. But that little circuit board is a small little blue one. It's actually kind of cute. I've kept it. I don't think I'm going to destroy it. Or wait, no, I am going to put that one in acid because, it has stuff in it. It's lined with gold. That, I'm guessing, was just like little cast iron or aluminum piece that came off that I'm taking apart right now. There's a bunch of screws in this thing, and it actually gets really annoying. Sorry I sound this way, I'm actually sick right now. Haha. Pandemic time is awesome. So I just broke that apart. And so that is copper. And it's actually kind of cool that I have that, because I'm making, little ingots with it. But again, I just have all this copper. And so I actually did end up having to pry it apart like that. But I think I actually gave up on it because it's embedded in it, and so it would just be so much to take it apart. Now, oh no, I did complete it. Or complete some of it. Anyway, so that circuit board is actually pretty rich in gold. When it comes to circuit boards, it's actually lined around with a gold plating. I think I just pulled it out. And then that right there is copper, if I'm remembering correctly. That's just a solid copper piece, or gold. I scratch it obviously to see what it is, and then I break it in half to find out what it is as well. See if the inside of it looks gold as well. But then I also put vinegar on it, and I set it in vinegar. That is vinegar, and it is a solution that, if it is bronze, it will actually turn it into it will actually turn it into a discolored look. So there's a bunch of these, and what's underneath that is a copper, I don't know, it looks like frog legs, I guess is the best way I could describe it. Underneath this thing, and I'm just gonna tell you, this is probably my worst video by far. Commentary and everything, as you can see right there. So it looks like it's gold, but it's not. Or wait, I don't think it was. It may be because of this is a Microsoft mouse, and it needed connectors that flow a lot of electricity, and our number one, or one of our best metals for conductivity is gold. You know, and then copper is a cheaper, more effective way. But that was basically it. As I took it apart, and I was actually kind of like, "What is this?" You know, and then the little tiny circuit board. That one basically is useless. It's got like a couple resistors and stuff on it, or not resistors, sorry, microchips. Not like actual microchips, but like IC chips and RC chips. And so, and then I'm taking apart the copper, and it started to ionize already. And so, it does that real quick. I kind of just take it apart. But this is it's like my third video I'm doing, but I'm gonna upload it last. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.